Okay, so we're going to take a look at one of my Modern Classrooms modules for Spanish 1. I organize my lessons into a different theme per each module for each week. And students can move through the activities at their own pace throughout the course of the week, and then if they need to do some catching up either at home or the next week, that is also fine as well. So let's take a look at module number 2, Saludos, Despedidas y Cortesía, greetings, goodbyes, and courtesy. So the first thing students would do is take a look at an instructional video, which I have as a play posit. So students would see a video here of me going through my presentation with interactive questions embedded into the video. I also have printed notes for them to take as they're watching the video, so they have a printed resource to use as they're doing the following activities. And then I also have online notes linked in case students are not in the building or if they just prefer to type rather than write. So once they've done the instructional video, they're going to go on to the practice, which I have a worksheet. Students are encouraged to use their notes. I also have a Quizlet list that they can use that link to see the list of the vocabulary. Just in case they need to find a word or a phrase really quick, they can just use this link rather than using their notes. Or if they lost their notes, the vocabulary list is also helpful. And this is a quiz on Canvas, which is great because it is auto-graded since it is multiple choice. And it gives you some quick data just to see who is getting it, who might need additional help, etc. Alright, I also have a recording so students can practice speaking out loud. I have included an example so students can press play and hear me do an exemplar. Again, they're encouraged to use their resources. I have some instructions on how to submit a recording on Canvas. And then finally, I have a mastery check, and the mastery check you'll see is by far the highest point value out of anything that I've assigned so far. And for this mastery check, students are doing some writing. They're scripting out a conversation between two classmates using the vocabulary and the sentence structures they learned in this unit. So once students are done with that, I do have some who will finish early, so there are post-mastery check activities. And this is a Canvas page. This isn't an assignment, so I don't have to grade anything, and it's not cluttering up my grade book. But students have some options. Also, I'm prompting them to check their grades, make sure they're happy with their grades. They can redo anything that they would like to get a higher grade on. But if they're happy with their grade, their options are to practice on IXL, listen to Spanish conversations on YouTube, practice on Quizlet. I have coloring pages for students that are, themed to whatever Spanish cultural lesson we've recently done. I also have Spanish bananagrams that they can play options. Alright, I don't use a tracker, but I do encourage students every day to check their grades in Canvas and use the calendar function in Canvas as well, so that students are building up more independence around understanding what assignments they have to do, what assignments they're missing, and what is coming up. I think trackers, work great for some classes, but since I teach older students, I am prioritizing building their independence. Also, I personally just don't like trackers. So I think that's one of the great things about modern classrooms is that you can personalize it to your preferences and what works for your subject matter and your students and your personality. So this is how I've adapted it for Spanish 2 and Spanish 1. This what we've just seen was Spanish 1. And I hope that you will also love modern classrooms as much as I do. All right, thanks.